Here we are for the top-up show at Randwick. Cloudy conditions, Mark, but beautiful weather. What's the story?
It's a bit sticky, it's murky. High humidity, I think that helps blouses. Leaders knock up in these sort of conditions, find it a little bit harder to breathe.
Okay, that's another theory. I'll put that down, theory 2766-D.
Right, another theory, what's Huey up to?
What's the story with Huey? What happened?
So personal reasons, he's pulled the pin.
Well, he used personal reasons again.
That's what the tweet said.
That's twice in 6 months.
And some wag on the chat room has alerted me to a factor that I hadn't heard of previously, and I shan't mention it on the air. But anyway, yeah. So no Huey. So Nash is on the first favourite,
which really helps.
T Markwin's on Mr. Wong. Timmy Berry, your favourite rider, is on Dabby Year.
Yeah.
Domed is J Parr. Sellerman's J Parr. Glynn goes on to True Detective.
Wow.
And we've got an interesting tactics
They're all
change.
top riders. They're all good riders. I mean, I think they're all better riders for them horses today than what Huey would be. Especially if Huey's for some reason in an unhappy place.
Well, let's kick off with the first. Of course, you and Gord are very bullish about rulership, and you'd have to be happier that Nash is on.
Delighted.
Look, the mover in the race is actually Tight Ropes, which we did allude to the fact that it's
softish trial.
Well, it's they're nice wallet trials, as you know. It's a filly starting out here, and obviously this race is a stepping stone, possibly to the Inglis race, but also obviously it's an opener, pipe opener for the autumn.
Yeah,
1,000 metres. Any changes here, or are you just all?
Well, it's just clarity. Just only 3 winning numbers: 3, 2, 10.
Okay.
Can't find another one, can you?
Well, the Freedman horse is hard in the market at $5, but it did run third, of course, in distance in the Gym Crack. So on the face of it, it looks a live chance. But its trial looks very sluggish, and as I say,
average time pushed out.
I'm against the stable on a Saturday in town.
Happy to be against it. There's Chick's ass over here in the pink.
Right. Okay.
That's a big ass for a skinny girl.
Yes. Yes. Okay, the highway, the first of the highways, and Mr. Wong a tightener, along with Eurosay, the 4-day backer-upper.
Yeah, Mr. Wong, we're rider there now. It's not Huey, it's
T. Markwin.
Tommy Markwin. Jeez, that's a good riding change there. Not much to say, mate. I wasn't that interested in Mr. Wong with Huey on it. Now I'm more than interested.
Yeah, but it is a pick-up sticks race, isn't it? I'm quite keen on Velvet Aeroplane. I think we're resuming off the highway run with the 2 trials.
Nice trial, nice stylish trial. Like the look of it last 100. Definitely a hope. Good on your mark.
Gord's keen on their next favourite, the Highway 2 Hellenism, which is now into 260. It seems a short price for a horse that's coming back in distance and gets back. I mean, I have marked it on top, and I've sort of marked it quite short. But
what are you, 5 to 2?
No, I'm 7 to 4. But
okay,
I thought I really overfound it there.
Okay, yeah.
Too Hard to Call has been spec'd into $17.
Worst highway ever. I'm not interested at all, mate. Looking forward to watching him in the parade, I've got to say that.
Yeah, well look, the one thing, I did have something on Blitzar at Wagga last start, and it got completely cast by the race shape, so I would overlook that run.
Bit of a favourite day, isn't it?
Thanks, Gary.
I know, this bloke who emailed us in, I'm turning into Gary Harley's wrong. I'm turning into Gary Harley. We're gone.
It shouldn't be a favourite day. It's rail true. It's a bit of murk around. It should be a little bit game on.
Okay. I'm predicting the pick 6 pays $11.80.
All right.
Race 4.
Watch this space. Okay, so we mentioned T. Berry on Dabby Year. White Boots into $8, the only firmer of note in it's a pretty boring race. We've lost guys, by the way, late scratching. C. Waller went to the Stewards at 10:30 to pull out 2 horses. Guys,
do they have personal reasons, these horses as well?
I think they might have been in the wrong barn. I don't know.
Maybe some personal reasons. Maybe they slept over at Huey's place and they're all unhappy. De Beer looks top pick there, doesn't it?
Well, it is obviously top pick. How short can you take? I suppose there's
$3 is a bet, and $2.80 maybe a bet, and $2.50 not a bet.
Yeah, there's not much else, is there? It's an unexciting race, as is race 5. Although we do get to see this horse that I see a tweet from Australian Bloodstock saying they think he's got a lap on them, but it's the race shape and the distance are a problem.
Talking about our candidate there?
No, Mugger 2.
Oh, Mugger 2.
Yes, maybe our candidate's got a lap on them. He has on a couple of his wins.
Well, he's
lost the blinkers, and it seems like
and Brock Ryan, no blinkers.
Seems like having a poke around here.
Bit of a poke around. Okay.
Valentino Rossa into single figures here.
Tipped by Gord yesterday, it was 20s.
And I'm just trying to remember who's riding Valentino Rossa. It was the last one to come through. I don't know. Yeah, so look, an interesting race, a race full of nuffies. I mean, Tory Joy leads Man of Peace, or maybe Man of Peace tries to lead Tory Joy. I suppose there's a bit of interest there, and how that sets the race up for the other horses.
Man of Peace has got the 49 kilos, and as I mentioned on the show, I don't mind backing CJ when she can get to the lead, but I don't want to back her at any other time. But maybe CJ gets in front of Tory Joy here with the 9 kilos difference. Anyway, so Mugger 2's got a lap on him.
Look, mounting yard, obviously the mounting yard will be critical. You know, Gord he's just a trial perv that he just doesn't care. I don't think he even looks at their form, you know.
He's just nominated. So we nominated Lee Curtis's horse just in the first.
Well, can you believe it was 450? Or was that up against the Snowden horse? Was it? Who's the favourite?
It won 4 lengths. And then when you do all the trial times in the day,
it was a
hot
trial.
It was a hot trial. How they bet 450 at Canberra?
I don't know.
And Gord goes, "I'll just win." Here in South Race, "Oh, did you back it?" I said, "No." He said, "I wonder why I won by 5. Thanks, Gord.
No worries. Come and be part of us if you're not already. You'll get to taste the Gord, and you get to be in the chat room with him as well. Race 6, Pumpkin Pie, small trim.
Gord's the sort of bloke that plays the Rubik's Cube, but all the colours are in the right spot already. He goes, "Oh, there it is, it's done." We've got like 32 transitional times.
Yeah, we've been in too long and making it too hard. Of course, Gordo's Gold on Twitter, who is fake Gordo, has got a few people riled up.
Oh, has he?
I think that Aldo's jumped onto Twitter going, "Can't you tip the winners before the race?"
Race 6.
Yeah, so not much happening here. Helga's obviously a pronounced favourite. The runner gets, is of some interest in this race because on raw form and the fact that she did it so easily the other day on this track, which was an 11-metre rail, I should say. She looks to have the race to lose here.
Mare off a win at the track and basically the same distance. Gee, it's an easy system to follow. What price do you take?
Well, it's a bit like Gabby as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Race 7. Southern Lad remains about $2.50. Sambro, the firmer. Not sure why. A change of tactics on Albumin to try and lead. So that adds a little bit more spice to the race. I mean, Cradle Mountain's supposed, according to the official map, supposed to cross these. Redoubled to be ridden closer.
Wow.
And it's my field horse of the race, but he is a bit skunky, isn't he?
That's 3 or 4 litres then. No wonder there's money for Sambro, but it's a bit skunky, the favourite. But hard to beat.
Southern Lad, well, it's 1400 is a different distance today, and it was, box seating on an 11-metre rail the other day. It just looks a different race.
Okay.
Looks a different race. $4 chance, I thought, on top.
Okay.
Top pick, $4.
Race 8.
Race 8, Pandemic into 240. True Detective is a little bit for. This is an interesting race because you've got to love the fact the favourite's John Gate 1.
Awesome.
I mean, it does, because obviously it's eminently likeable and it's imminently likeable, but it does have Gate 1.
Eminently and imminently.
Yep.
Okay.
Like eminently as greatly likeable, imminently as about to like it right now.
I always just thought they were the same word. Pandemic be hard to beat. A nice horse, True Detective. I've got to say the King Schofield has a very, very good record on late riding changes.
That probably his best because there's been nothing said beforehand.
I don't know what's going on there. What's happening with Sir Elton there, Mark?
It's I suppose it's on the drift a little because obviously Pandemic's very tight and there's a sprinkle around for the 11. So Sir Elton is a very promising horse, and we get a line on him today. And Pandemic won't want to be like waiting too long to try and get a run.
Then we come to the last race with this chewed up favourite and all these numbers.
Well, the other thing is going back, the favourite.
Unbelievable.
To be ridden conservatively from the wide gate. So it's tight, it's actually odds on, and Poetic Charmer there's been money for, which I'm sure you're
the ultimate Snowden number.
Going to love.
Charitera.
I'd rather back Charitera actually, because at least Charitera was 6-4 the other day, and will be 6-1, $7 this.
In the next year, you'd take even money that Snowden turns up saddle on the wrong horse one day, because they're all the same. But I don't know what to say about that favourite. I thought the bottom one come along might be a good placement, about 340.
Racing really well.
Racing really well.
And we'll get you a line on Chief Kidder, who's on Monday at Warwick Farm. Of course, Monday's races at Warwick Farm may mean that we hold over the rant till Tuesday.
Damn, I thought you were going to give us a week off. Dallas used to get his week off and it was a public holiday Monday. You're an arsehole, boss, Lamborn.
I know. Well, you were the one that came up with the three videos a week. So those of you that haven't joined us, you get three solid videos a week, plus the top-up show. And we've got hopefully a major announcement to come in the next month about
our business and your business.
2020.
2020.
Yeah. So if you haven't joined us, sign up. It costs you nothing to sign up because it's 0 bill week 1, 0 bill week 2.
Back in the 1920s, was that the Roaring 20s?
Yeah.
So is this the Roaring 20s or this is
100
years on?
I don't know, the bushfires have helped, haven't they? There's nothing like getting things happening, turning over money. Like, you know, there's some sausage sizzle around the corner there.
That, yeah.
You know, chuck your $5 in the tin. Where the fuck does the money go? But it's got people spending money.
I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's you need wars and disasters as horrible and horrific they are personally.
It's like,
but they definitely get things going.
It's no different to your wardrobe. Nothing better than a good chuck out.
Yeah.
Keep things moving along.
All right.
That's what we do at the ramp. We move along.
And we like to say it as it is. So come and join us, and you won't be sorry. We hope to see you soon.
Right.